On this episode of Cigars and Sea Stories, Bennett and Mike are going to talk about summer activities, and we're kind of wrapping up the summer over here. If you've been following us on social media at Cigars and Sea, or through the Facebook listener group, the Cigars and Sea Stories listeners group, which we invite everybody to be a part of. It is a private group, so there's a screening process, which that's all Bennett. Totally passed the buck on that one. At Cigars and Sea, you can follow us on social media, specifically, Facebook, Twitter. At Michael J. Penny is on Twitter. So there are some other different stuff that you'll see and follow and get some candid shots and moments. And if you're a hunter or a motorcyclist or an adventurer or a backyard bowler, a cornholer. Now I'm starting to rhyme. There's all sorts.
Face is a cornholer.
It is. I'll take that.
Well, speaking of summer activities, Michael Penny's got himself a nice fucking summer cold.
Oh, yeah. It's slaying me hard, dude. But I don't know if it's a cold or if it's this crazy-ass ragweed that we're going through in North Carolina. It's
probably a combination of both.
Slamming me. It is slamming me. And I've got my throat coat.
Well, does the boy have allergies too or not?
We don't know yet because he's still too young.
Yeah, but you never know. I mean, sometimes you can kind of tell. Like I knew my 12-year-old has had allergy issues since she was really young. You know, so yeah, just one of those things that kind of tells you, because if he's sick too, it probably has something to do with allergies.
Yeah. Well, and the little one's got the little productiveness that's going on, the productive cough. It's like, oh no, she's got the croup. But yeah, I think we're all just experiencing that beautiful end of summertime, beginning of fall. All that stuff gets released back out. You're like, ugh.
Right.
Yeah.
Weed and all that shit.
Oh, man. My neighbors hate me because the yard gets so long, but it's like, dude, whenever I go out there and cut my yard, I'm down for like a day. Yeah, like it.
That's why you should mow it every week.
Fucks me up. I do. What are you talking about? Jeez.
You're full of shit.
Make me sound like I'm a shitbag.
You are. Why would your freaking neighbors get angry at you then?
Well, I basically mow it every 4 days is the rhythm that I like getting into. But I had to go.
I'm calling bullshit.
But I had to go see my buddy Bennett up in Syracuse while I was traveling.
Don't use me as your fucking excuse.
You're my scapegoat on this one. Bennett called me.
Use your mommy and daddy in Traverse City.
I had to go see my mommy and daddy, and Bennett, who was in the Highlands, he called me.
The Highlands. I wish it was the fucking Highlands.
He called me. He called me to the Great White North.
Great White North.
Yes.
Yes, that place.
Yeah. Well, and you go on vacay. Like I mowed it the day before I left. I haven't gotten to it since I got back.
Holy fuck, bro. Come on.
Yeah.
Since you already feel like shit, you should just knock it out, and then you'll feel like shit anyway.
Right.
No. And then your neighbors won't be pissed. You won't be that guy on the street. Right. The guy that has that has the fucking fucked up long lawn and the pink garage door.
The pink? What are you talking about? I don't have a pink garage door.
There's a neighbor. There's a freaking house in our neighborhood. I don't think I drove you by it, but they've got a pink garage door. Their trim is pink. Their mailbox is pink, and it all looks like complete shit. They're that house, so that's why I said that.
We celebrate Easter year-round. That's fantastic.
So, summer activities. You drove your freaking bike across the entire northeast United States, basically.
Yep.
This summer.
There's the summer activity.
You went tubing.
Yep. Went tubing on the river.
Swimming in the lake.
Jumping off the pontoon boat.
Yeah, man. Did you canoe or kayak at all?
No. But it was very much so an option.
Fishing. I fished quite a bit. Not quite a bit, but a little bit.
Yeah.
What else did we do this summer? Well, here in the Syracuse area, one of the biggest activities, and it's usually the cherry on top of the end of summer, is the Great New York State Fair. Mm-hmm. It's probably one of the biggest state fairs in the country, right? And it's like 11 days long total. So we're getting ready to do that, go on some rides, get some nice heart-stopping food, watch some concerts. I think we're going to see Leonard Skinner
Okay.
on Sunday.
Are you going to be front row, hammer drunk?
Say that again?
Are you going to be front row, just hammer drunk?
Nope.
No?
Nope. I think the wife and I have stopped drinking.
Oh, nice. Good for you.
As much as I like whiskey, I haven't had a sip in a while.
You're going to be a Di-Serono family.
No.
You know, they just
That's my father-in-law.
They just kind of keep it up in the back cabinet.
Yeah, that's my father-in-law. He actually, his drink of choice is a drink that we've called the Godfather because he's quite Italian. So it's Scotch with a splash of Di-Serono and a cherry, and we dubbed it the Godfather.
Oh,
but anyway,
dear Lord.
Just speaking of Di-Serono, he likes that shit. But no, man, I think we're all better off for it. I don't think I drank it all when you were there.
No.
So,
well, then, I mean,
I can't tell you. I might have had a glass of wine the other night, but other than that, oh yeah, I did at dinner. I had a glass of wine. We went out to this Italian place, really good food with friends, and I had a glass of wine. But yeah, man, I think I'm effectively just gonna stop drinking. Like, not even like especially at social events and stuff.
Yeah.
So did we have oh God, I always want to call him by his Facebook name, Chris Mike Bob. Chris from here. He works with Patty. Is it Caller?
Oh, Patty Catter.
And she works for Hope for the Warriors. That's what it is.
Yes.
It's Chris with Hope for the Warriors. Did we ever interview him
Not
on
yet.
our show?
We'll have him as a guest.
So we had him on Change Your POV. God, why can't I remember his freaking name? His last name. Anyway,
tell us about Hope for the Warriors.
Hope for the Warriors is an awesome nonprofit, and they really do help. Especially, it was started by some Marine wives, man. Just freaking awesome. Great charity. Look into it. I don't want to go deep into it because
summer activities.
It's summer activities, but great, fantastic charity. Well, one of the things that they kind of have an outdoor program too. Speaking of summer activities, where they just have like not like hunting, but things like that. It's pretty cool. Just check them out. Hope for the Warriors. Well, great freaking charity.
And if you go back through the archives, which we should plug this into the show notes, Operation Give Back. We went out to Nashville.
Oh,
and they were running a Ragnar relay.
Right.
So they like getting together and doing other various outdoor activities. There's a lot of stuff out there as far as fellowship and summer activities and stuff like that. And it's all great, but sometimes it feels like you're being kind of like jammed into something. You're like, okay, I don't know what this place is going to be like. I don't know what these folks are going to be like. They want me to co-mingle with other veterans. There's like this whole gig, whereas some of the better retreats that I've seen before is it's like, if you want to lock yourself in this entirely inclusive area of our retreat and not see another person the entire time you're there, you're totally welcome to do that. If you would like to come out near the bonfire, where we will be bullshitting at night, you can come out and do that. And it's a very relaxed environment, and those work. Any time that you include programming, and our impact has been magnificent towards the veteran, that doesn't work. It's like, well, we have a lake and you guys can come out here and just do whatever. Like ClearPath is great about that. That's what I noticed.
Well, they're going to actually start having their own, because they have a decent amount of land.
Yeah.
And they're going to start allowing veterans and their families to start camping.
Yeah.
So,
man.
Well, speaking of camping, it's funny because on Facebook yesterday, is it Patty Keller? Is that how you say her name?
Patty Catter.
What am I saying? Keller?
I don't know. You're thinking of all the Helen Keller jokes.
I know people. I know so many people. By face or by whatever their first names, just their last names. Man, this kills me. Something I need to work on.
Did you know that Helen Keller had a playground in her backyard?
Don't even start.
Neither did she.
So she had brought up let's go camping yesterday.
Yes.
And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, no, Bennett, I'm serious. Like, with like capital letters, like she's yelling at me.
Yeah.
And I go, I seriously, in capital letters, am in.
Right.
Anytime, man.
Now hopping.
Chris Sharon, that's his name. Damn it. And then she asked Chris, she's like, are you in? Chris is a great dude. You guys actually would get along fabulously talking your gun gayness.
You know what
your geardo stuff.
It's gear queer. Get it right.
Gear queer, whatever.
We're part of the LGBTQ community.
Oh, Jesus
Okay,
Christ.
we're gear queers.
Yes.
We
So,
enjoy.
he was a scout sniper in the Marines.
Nice.
And all around badass. He's just a cool dude, period.
See,
he's the COO and senior director for transition services. I think I have that right, for Hope for the Warriors. And we have to have him on the show. Great guy.
I couldn't help but notice that smack dab in the middle of Syracuse and Tampa happens to be Raleigh, North Carolina.
Raleigh, North Carolina.
I'll be damned.
It's almost like you belong there.
It's almost like you guys should go camping here.
That's what I'm saying.
We're bringing this to Falls Lake, people. Falls or Jordan? Falls. Yeah.
Falls.
Read between the lines. Thanks. Raleigh or Durham? Raleigh. Read between the lines. Thanks.
Damn it.
Dude, North Carolina, we've got this and this is funny too because it goes into summer activities. There's areas, right? Durham has more of the, the up and coming hipster kind of scene in the downtown area, and they've got the beer gardens and other stuff like that. And then when you go through Raleigh, in my opinion, it's a little bit more relaxed in a couple of the different areas, and it's more like neighborhood meets urban. It's pretty crazy. You could zip right through the city. And I'm a Raleigh guy. I enjoy it over there. My favorite cigar shop, which is the Havana Deluxe, right there on Glenwood South. Oh, dude, it's perfect. It's right on the edge of all of these awesome neighborhoods that remind me of Georgetown. Which Georgetown in the summer is one of the, just most amazing spots that you could ever go.
Yeah.
And it's near and dear in my heart because that's where the missus and I met and hung and spent our first summer together. Was in Georgetown. And yeah, dude, so that area of northwestern Raleigh that's just in that pocket, and Havana Deluxe is right on the edge of boom, you've got a 34 apartment building, and then you've got neighborhoods that are over here. These charming little mature streets, the whole nine, so it's pretty crazy how they just kind of meet together right on the edge. And in Durham, if you're bouncing around downtown, they do a lot of cool stuff. Like I said, it's like that. Well, it's more like college or mid-20s would probably have a better time down there. And then if you're a family man as well, but you like going out and about in a professional city, then you probably enjoy Raleigh. And the activities in Raleigh out in the middle of the summer nights and stuff like that. Of course, they've got their bars and stuff like that, but we have great parks out here. So we've got, I can't remember what it's called, City Town or something, to where it's basically a music festival. I want to say it's the Oak City Music Festival. Maybe I'm wrong with that. But we have the amphitheater over here. Durham has the performing arts. We've got the outdoor venue hanging out. Every once in a while you drive through downtown and you'll see beach balls, right? You're just like, what the fuck? The fuck is that? There's... Okay, so the Canes play over here, and then there's PNC and all the big banks and stuff, and then you look and there's beach balls flying around in midair, and you're like, what is going on? And there's a concert, an open venue concert at the Red Hat Amphitheater. A lot of people don't realize what Red Hat does. They all think that they do music, so not, Linux, but whatever.
Right.
Yeah, man. It's a cool spot. I think because I love summer so much, that's one of the reasons why I live here.
Right.
But I'm definitely that chill bonfire backyard games.
Yeah, we have a lot of that here too. Especially so. I
got to tell you about this because it just popped into my head, right? And I'm one of these guys where it's anytime that I came home on leave back home to Michigan, it was let's just go straight to Traverse, right? Which we're not from Traverse. We've got our family has a little lake house that's it's in Interlaken. And so that area's quiet and kind of isolated. You do not want to be up there in the winter. I have said that before. It's just it's lonely up here. Lonely and quiet. We knit sweaters in the north. Yeah, it gets like that. It's creepy. But during the summertime, it's fantastic. And my folks have this backyard. It's 100 yards long. It's nuts, man. And there's trees on one side and hedgerow on the other side. What we would do is take those floating barrels and we'd put them in assorted features and stuff like that, play paintball in the backyard. Dude, it was bad ass. Go running around sliding. And so this trip, when we were out there, I was like, hey, man, let's go do a game in the backyard. Let's go figure something out kind of a deal. And the ladies took it upon themselves to bust out the croquet set. And I'm like, oh, you don't even know.
Fucking croquet.
Oh,
baby.
you don't even. I'm going to own your ass. And they're like, what? And my brother is damn good at croquet. And they're like, why? Like, why do you know croquet kind of a deal? Okay, this is a crazy family story kind of a deal, right? My mother's sister married a gentleman who's fantastic. You know, they, of course, he's my uncle, grew up with my cousins and everything else. And it just so happened in his family past, essentially, his mother wound up marrying a very affluent individual, right? And so when hanging out with our cousins every once in a great while, we would go down and we would visit that family's kind of like compound. Bennett knows what I'm talking about. It's just I don't want to put these people's business on Front Street.
Right, exactly.
Right? So, because they are, in a word, loaded. So anyway, very cool people, very fun to be around and everything else, very lighthearted. And old boy said he always wanted to have like a croquet, like a legit croquet field. If he ever got big kind of a deal, that would be a cool addition. So in this compound that's on the lake, they have a legitimate, like English style croquet field. Okay. With the short grass.
Like
and
the whole setup. The whole thing.
Dude. Man.
Do they have a cricket field too?
No. I mean, no. No. They had like tennis courts, and I guess you could set up cricket in the other field that's right there. But
I'm only kidding.
Yeah. So anyway, I mean, it was legit. They had like the wood hoops and all of the other thing, the gates that you got to hit it through. And the setup was in such a way to where, you know, it had the diamond with the double hoops on either side. And I don't know if you know how to play croquet, but it's fun as shit, especially on a lumpy northern Michigan long grass backyard. So anyway, we learned how to play croquet when we were kids on this badass croquet set, you know, just kind of spend all day with our cousins out there playing around and doing whatever and having lake time with them. And so we're up north at our lake house. We've got the wire hoops out, right, that are going across this lumpy, jiggity backyard. And the stakes, I think we bought this thing at Walmart or something like that, maybe Target. And it's got the croquet mallets and everything that you need, and the hot and the cold balls. And the whole premise of croquet is you have to hit it through those two hoops out into the field. And every time you pass a hoop, you get another shot, essentially, right? Every time you make it through a gate. And so you're progressing your balls all the way through this entire course, and then you make your way back. And each time you hit a ball on the stick at the end, you win. Roqueing somebody means that you hit your ball into theirs, and wherever it winds up coming to a rest, you have different options. So you can hit both balls together. You can put your foot on your ball while it's touching their ball and then crack the shit out of it and just send it flying.
Right.
Which is one of my favorite things to do. If you take one of those two shots, you still get one leftover shot to go towards the hoop. So if you're like close to the hoop, I'll roquet you, crack you across the entire field, and then shoot it through the hoop. Right? It was fun. And especially when you're playing with your brother. Look, I'm going to fuck you up. Right? And how do you talk shit in croquet? So you're like out there like, I'm going to fuck you up. I'm going to clack you so hard. Oh, man. Yeah, we needed some knit sweaters and some critter pants. Or the other thing that you can do with a roquet is you can go one mallet head away and then take two shots towards a hoop. So there are times where it's like, if you get to a bottleneck, you can roquet and then take your two shots and then get through a hoop and then try to roquet another, right? So you're constantly trying to get through and spread the field out.
Don't ever say that word again.
What's that?
Roquet.
Roquet.
It's about as good as like you saying vignette.
Vignette. Novella. I enjoy a good novella and some jazz and roquet. Dude, I'm telling you, man, croquet is fun, man. We need to make battle croquet. That's what we've got to do.
Battle croquet. I love it.
You know, because like we were playing, it's one and the same. It's like speed croquet, you know, because when you get going on it and you're like, oh yeah, I'm going to roquet the shit out of this. And then, you put the foot on the ball and whack! And just looking. But, nobody really gets hurt in croquet. They just get real pissed. Like, son of a bitch, how many times? And I will say this. It has an element of golf to an extent to where you've got to, like, lay up. Because if you zip your own ball past the hoop, you got to come back towards the hoop. You kind of fucked yourself. Anyway. croquet in a lumpy ass northern Michigan backyard with way too much grass, and it was fun. We did that. We had a champion croquet edition.
Champion.
It was all lopsided and shit with the wire hoops. It's fantastic.
Yeah, we like to play horseshoes and or cornhole.
Of course you do.
But the problem is I didn't build my. Maybe I should do that this weekend. Build my horseshoe pits. Sorry, build the horseshoe pits in my backyard.
Now, do you
over by the fire?
Do you do the back, like the backstop?
No. I don't like the back, so you can like bounce it off and shit.
Oh no, that's out of play.
Is that what you're talking about? The backstop?
If you hit the backstop, that shoe doesn't count.
Oh no, I know we don't. I just don't even have the backstop.
Yeah, see,
I like to make people have to jump out of the way or get their shins fucking cracked when they're standing back there.
Oh man, see what I'm talking about. Okay, so we would take old railroad timbers and put them like 3 or 4 high, right? And then the top 2 are essentially the backstop, and we would shove all the sand up against that. So you're talking, they would have to miss the, what's it called? The pin or whatever the hell, the rod, the pole, whatever you want to call it. They would have to miss it by like 3 or 4 feet to hit the backstop. So, and you're like standing in this pit. That's essentially like a pitcher's mound. And it's only got maybe a foot tall backstop way the hell back there. But yeah.
Right.
I enjoy a good horseshoe.
Yeah, man.
I like ringing them.
So, yeah, man. I love it. So that, smoking a cigar, it's good shit.
You know what?
Done that a bunch. I hadn't smoked a cigar in a long time until this summer. I smoked more this summer than I had the previous 3 years combined. So that was kind of cool. Good cigar out on the back deck, which we tried to make happen, but you're fucking exhausted from driving 14 hours on a motorcycle. So yeah, the bugs kind of got into it.
Well, yeah, I think the bugs drove us in more than anything else. See, you got a hopping spot over there, man. That's what the future holds, in my opinion. I think a lot of people are coming back into it because we're starting to create backyards that we want to experience with other folks. This is something that I myself would like to do in my neighborhood, right? And it doesn't take really a whole lot of work. It's just you create an experience in your backyard that you want to experience. So for us, it's pretty simple. It's like we've got this, cheap, long bug net that goes around an umbrella outdoor set. So we're putting it down there and we're doing a sandbox for the kid, right? Out there. And we've got this little wooded area in the backyard that we can go and hang out and do whatever. We've talked about growing veggies and doing other things. This is our first summer in the house, so we're trying to get a feel for, really what we could do here. But I would love to be able to set up different little backyard games and different stuff like that. And it's like you're hanging out at the lake in my backyard. Because those are the things that I enjoy. And a lot of people have fire pits, and that's fun. But it's one of those things where it's like whenever we can get the families together and everybody's chilling out in the backyard and we have activities to do, those are my favorite experiences. They always have been.
Now, your house is on a lake, right?
Kind of. Well, it definitely is on, yes, this end of a pond, like a bigger pond.
Okay, I just wasn't sure.
It's cool, man. The way that we're living now, and this is what I love about the summer activities around here, actually, is the ponds around here are catch and release, and which is cool. There's always families that are out fishing in the evenings, and the sun sets over top of the trees that are on the far side of the pond, and that's all preserved land. It's conserved land because on the inside of there's other utility elements, like deeper into the woods. I did my recon, let me tell you what. So it's one of those, it's not a development for commercial or for residential needs, but it's a utility development in there. So they can't really go and clear cut all of that stuff. I might be able to hunt in there this year, which would be pretty sweet. I want to go in there with my bow. Bow season starts September 9th.
Yeah, I saw your post.
I am going to be walking around with a goddamn mosquito net with an orange vest on. Okay, I've already got it planned out. I'm gonna be rocking my flight suit with my light boots on, right? My summer boots on. And on the inside of all of that is all of your scent stuff. Or excuse me, on the outside of all of that is all of your scent blocker, right? So your flight suit is washed in scent blocker. Your t-shirt and like anywhere else, that is all bug shit. The like stick-on, squirt-on bug stuff that you can get now. Basically lather your body up in that stuff.
right?
Pray to God that your scent blocker does something for you. Well, I'm gonna be stalking for the most part. I'm gonna be still hunting. Which is always good. I mean, late summer, that these are the activities that I do in late summer. Is it's like sighting your rifle, make sure, well, the first thing is make sure our archery stuff is there. Second is make sure all your black powder stuff is there. Make sure all of your gun stuff is there, because those are the timelines of the hunting seasons that are coming up. And then it's like, okay, all the farmers are doing their stuff in the fields, and farmers love to hunt too, don't get me wrong. My thing is go and harvest as much game as possible. I've got to put as much protein in the freezer as possible. So during the summer, I like walking around in the woods, covered in bug spray and long trousers and boots, and go out on a hike, scope out some signs. Got a couple of trips lined up, and a couple of landowners out here that are like, hell yeah, man, you can hunt my land. Dude, if you folks want us to come out and hunt your land, we will give you an awesome shout out. We'll put you on camera if you want. Hell yes. I would love to come out and hunt your land. So
shit, right?
Oh my God.
I might be going this fall, and I don't know, you might be coming too. It just depends. We've got a guy that we found. He's a vet. And I know you have a guy down in Florida or somewhere else, but this guy's offering a hog hunt in Arkansas.
Yeah.
Might have to go do that shit.
Yeah. Well, I definitely want to go hunt hog. I definitely do. But there's like this profound respect that I have for the white-tailed deer, and they taste fucking amazing. You know what I'm saying? So
I do know what you're saying. Like, one of the things that I'd love to do at some point is go for a moose.
Yeah.
Because have you ever had moose?
I have. It's fantastic.
Holy shit, bro. It's like spectacular. It's spectacular.
It's what you think too, because you're like, wow, that's like really dark red meat. And then when it comes out, even a steak is almost like a pot roast.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Oh man.
Amazing.
I saw this one guy, he was up, because I might be wrong on this one, but their seasons open a little bit earlier in Alaska due to the weather conditions throughout the fall. And my buddy shared this video with me. I think it was Trey Caraway, who's been on the show before. And this guy is out in the bush in t-shirt, backwards ball cap, compound bow, and he's got it to full draw. And this bull moose is on the other side of a tree from him. And the moose's snout, his snout is coming through the bush, kind of like... And, I mean, if you wanted to pick up speed right now, you could trample the fuck out of this guy. Dunsky. And the guy's like, And so this moose is like, where the fuck is this other bull? Like, I'm going to go just beat the shit out of this thing, right? And so the moose kind of snuffs his head back out of the bush, turns over, starts meandering over, trying to figure out where this other moose is. And he walks by just straight broadside. It was like a 4-inch shot. And he stuck this moose with an arrow, boom, right through, oh my God, on a quarter-away shot. And he's just like shaking, like, oh my God, dude. And the whole idea, he called him all the way in, right down this timber road until he was up on him, and then waited until he turned that flank, that quarter-away broadside, just... Oh my God, dude. Can you imagine? That's like staring. Basically, that's a Cummins motor inside of a gigantic lifted pickup that can go 0 to Mach Jesus in a fraction of a second. Like if a moose wanted to take off and trample your ass right there in front of him. Oh my God, dude.
Almost had it happen to me in Alaska.
Oh.
I was face to face with a female moose.
Oh, that's even worse. They're even more prone.
Because they had a baby.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Dude, it was one of the scariest experiences of my entire life. I'm not going to lie. I mean, and I was loaded up, too. I mean, we had rounds and everything. Like, I was going to smoke that moose. You know what I mean? But I didn't have to, thank God. But yeah, man.
Well, right, and you don't want to.
Scary shit. That's a story I think I've told, but it's also a story for another day.
There you go. Summer activities. Find those deer signs. Get the fever. It's coming. Enjoy the lake while you got it. Labor Day is right around the corner, folks. I'm just saying. We've got
our big place up here too is going to the St. Lawrence River, which is fucking amazing. So we do that every summer. That's our spot.
That's the gig. See, I want to hang out with folks.
I know we do the same thing up at the river. It's amazing.
And that's our jam. Like maybe you have your own suggestions. Hey, camping trip sounds fun. Maybe you're like, we should do some sort of like rally. We could always incorporate a poker run into that if you are a fellow motorcycle enthusiast. You know, High Hand takes the prizes that are available. We could do a camping. We could do some sort of clear path retreat. There's all sorts of stuff. You know, I say we get some folks together, get the conversation rolling on this. So follow us on social media at Cigars and Sea, and join our Facebook listeners group. That's the Cigars and Sea Stories listeners group. And we'll post that again into our at Cigars and Sea Facebook page so that you can follow us. We're also on Twitter at Cigars and Sea. We're on Instagram at Cigars and Sea. You can follow me, Michael J. Penny, on Twitter. Are you on Twitter? You're not on Twitter. I'm the tweeter. You're the Facebooker.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm on Twitter. I don't even know if I have a freaking Twitter account. I know that, yeah, maybe not.
So I'm the Twitter guy. I'm the Michael J. Penny Twitter guy.
I should at least be on it, though.
Yeah, somewhere. I know Cigars and Sea is. So there you go. Folks, stick with us. If you have suggestions for guests, if you yourself would like to join us as a guest, by all means, get in touch with us. And we'd love to make that happen. So you can contact us via email, contact@cigarsandseastories.com. That's contact@cigarsandseastories.com. And we'd love to have you on the show. So in wrapping things up here, Bennett, do you have anything for the folks as far as factoids? Were you thinking about it?
Yeah.
Even a little bit?
Yeah.
What do you got? Tell us about Lawn Jarts.
Lawn Jarts. Dude, I used to love that fucking game, Jarts.
There's a reason why they're no longer available. People kept because people kept getting schwacked in the top of the head with them.
Jesus, dude. I couldn't imagine, but I used to love that game.
Can you imagine?
Now they have like something that's like, it's similar, but it's just not. It's not. So, anyway. So here's a factoid about summer. In the summer heat, the iron in France's Eiffel Tower expands, making the tower grow more than 6 inches.
Huh. Well, I bet that aids in its overall longevity then, the ability that it has to expand and contract.
It's crazy. So the last thing that I always thought was cool, and a lot of people don't realize this, is do you know why July is July? Do you know why it's named July?
I don't, and it's my birth month.
But this is something that you'd really like because it's got to do with Roman emperors and shit. Mm-hmm. The Mark Antony named the month of July in honor of Julius Caesar.
Nice. Hey, quick little factoid of my own. In Latin, I believe, or in like ancient Latin, whatever you want to say, Caesar was actually pronounced Kaiser, the way that
Kaiser.
Yeah.
The Germans do it.
Yeah, with the hard K. Julius Kaiser.
It's just amazing how much shit came from Rome, like the Roman type thing.
But they stole it from the Greeks.
I know, but August isn't, well, not the July thing. It's named after Julius Caesar. August was named after Julius Caesar's adopted nephew, Gaius Julius Caesar Octavius, who held the title Augustus, but the shitty part about that is he named the month after himself. So just saying.
Shitbag.
Fucking dirtbag. Be a little humble, faggot.
And then Borgia paints Jesus to look like his son. The hell's going on here, people? Stop rewriting history.
It's fucking weird. It's all weird.
You were in an accident. If you were on fire, we wouldn't give a squirt of piss to put you out.
I'm kind of in a Roman kick lately because I've been listening. You know Dan Carlin's Hardcore History podcast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I'm listening to his time where they talk about Caesar invading, basically wiping out like half the Celtic people on the planet when he invaded Gaul and then Britain.
Bastard.
Yeah, man. Just cool, but it's I love that shit. That show is fantastic. So
nice.
Anyway.
Well, there you go. Quick little shout out. And a quick little shout out to Spartan Media, Heroes Media Group, and VeteransList.us, our collaborators who help make Cigars and Sea Stories a reality. Spartan Media helped with the website, and they continue to help in a variety of ways. Heroes Media Group is who we do our editing as well as our hosting, networking. They're doing awesome things that are out there and growing in a variety of different ways. And VeteransList.us, which if you would like to get featured on VeteransList.us along with 185,000 other veteran-owned and operated businesses across the U.S., you can get a featured membership half off. That's 50% off when you enter in discount code Cigars and Sea. Again, that's entering discount code Cigars and Sea to get a featured membership half off on VeteransList.us. And in that, we are ending the show here, folks, and we love you. Thanks for listening. Bennett, I love your body, bro. Sexy, man. And on that note, we cue the music.